everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti. If you don't know, I'm the face, the voice, and the hands behind all the content here under Infiniti Crafting Co. Good morning and Merry Christmas, or maybe it's not morning where you are, I don't know, but here in good old Missouri it is morning. Oh my gosh, so it looks like every year that I do these videos I end up in a different spot. I think the first couple of years I was in my craft corner, and then last year I was over at my craft table, and right now the craft table is good and preoccupied, so I decided to come over here where I have more space, and I'm very happy with this little spot right now. I want to decorate it so much, but I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with this space. There's a lot of troubleshooting or whatever, but anyway, enough of my rambling and digression. Today is Christmas. It's probably one of my favorite days, or favorite holidays rather, out of all of them. And the second one will probably be Thanksgiving, but mostly because just the spirit of the day, you know, you get to sit back, relax, really reflect on all the blessings of your life, and just, you know, really be thankful to the Lord. I mean, you know, like, some of us are all year long, but like this is like the one day that celebrates it in the mainstream, so to speak. So it's just a really nice day to kick back and relax or whatever. And for the past few years I have sat back and I have actually celebrated with yarn hauls. It wasn't really on purpose, but that's how it played out. So today I'm going to show you guys the little hauls that I did for Black Friday this year's, and I didn't go overboard. Believe it or not, I didn't go overboard. I had some specific purposes for the yarns and stuff that I ordered. So I'm just going to go through my little boxes here. I kind of wrapped them up. I wanted to be a little bit festive since my background was so plain this time. But anyway, okay, I'm going to start with the smallest one because it's like just the most accessible. I feel like this is my frills order, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove the paper. Just like that. I don't know, even as a kid I was really weird about ripping up the wrapping paper. My mom thought I was a weird kid for that, but I just, for whatever reason, didn't want to rip the wrapping paper. It was hilarious. Okay, so with this one, like I said in the last channel chat, I got suckered in with this order because they had a phenomenal Black Friday sale, and I can't resist a good sale to save my life. So yeah, and I mean, like, what better way to celebrate having new hook bowls, by the way, than by filling them up with new fancy hooks. I love how they wrap their packaging. Like, I don't know, it's simple, but it's like unwrapping a present every time. Okay, I have 4 hooks. I bought 4. At this point, I'm going to be like a connoisseur of hooks and their reward system, and I'm not ashamed of it at all whatsoever. Alright, the first one I have here is, ooh. Okay, so they had a brand new hook to come out over Black Friday, and it was a streamline. I think it was like a Cruella. Yeah, it was Cruella Streamline, and I absolutely love them. They remind me a lot of the peppermint hooks, but these are like a darker wood. It's, oh my gosh, it's like a blend of the ebony and like something else, like one of the other darker woods, and striped with a white wood, and I love it. So I got 2 of them. One of them is in the G Plus, or the 4.5 millimeter, and the other one, I feel like, hey, I picked up the next one. Okay, the other one is an H hook, so a standard 5 millimeter. I love these so much. They're so beautiful. I like the variation in the dark wood here, how it contrasts with the light wood. You can't really see it probably from this distance, so I'm going to take some pictures of it and just post them up on Instagram after this video. Oh my gosh, so I got these 2. And then I got 2 other ones to add to my collection. I've been collecting their streamline hooks just because the colors are so vibrant and pretty. And so, oh my gosh, I finally got, is this the Andromeda? I think this is Andromeda. Yeah. So this is the Andromeda hook, and it just reminds me of like ocean water. Like, I've never been on the ocean, but this is what I just imagine the coastline to look like on the beach. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's super sparkly. I got it in the 7mm. I don't do a lot of chunky crochet these days, but I feel like I'm going to specifically buy some chunky yarn next year just to use this hook because it's absolutely gorgeous. Or probably one of my summery patterns. I'll probably use it for that. Alright, and the last one I actually have here is... Oh my gosh, that was not a good thing. The last that I have is another eye hook. Guys, this is probably my most purchased hook size, is an eye hook. But this one is the Virgo color. It is so beautiful. It reminds me of watercolor almost, but it's a very vibrant watercolor, right? So, oh my gosh, I'm going to use this one all the time. I think this one and the Solar Flare one that they came out with over, well, it wasn't the summer. I think it was like late summer they came out with it. Absolutely beautiful. Love them. So these are going in the new hook bowl. Just adding to the collection. I'm going to have a whole cornucopia of furls hooks at some point, and I just hope you guys wouldn't be surprised by that. Alright, so let's see, which box should I take down next? Well, this one's not a box, but it's on top of this other box. So this one I know is my Darn Good Yarn order, okay? And this was kind of an impulse shop, okay, because they came out. I'm gonna wait till I get done ripping the paper on this one. This was kind of an impulse buy, right, from Darn Good Yarn, because they came out with a bit of good news for me. I forget which channel chat it was now, or if I talked about it in a blog post, but they came out with the Peekaboo Lace Weight yarn that I fell in love with earlier in the year. They brought it back, and I was super excited. I was in the middle of, well, I wasn't in the middle of class. I think it was towards the end of one of my classes, and I was like, woo! And so when I got home, I went on and, you know, shopped my email. So I actually got some additional colors. I did get the color that I had before. It was called California Skies. It was the gray and rainbow color that I used for the Summer Ecstasy top that I crocheted. And I got that one, of course, because, you know, my Darn Good Yarn shelf is just kind of, it needs it, okay? It needs it. But I got this one. It's called Sunset Lovers, and it is this black with the rainbow gradient, but this rainbow is much more vibrant than it is with the gray, and I love the contrast. Like I said last video, I have been falling in love with these highly contrasted colors. I don't know what I'm going to make with these hanks. In all honesty, I'm going to let you guys know that right now. Some of my other buys were not impulse buys. They were gotten for specific purposes. But this one, I think I just like to have this on my shelf just to look at it from time to time. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think I do have some of the Hobie Twister solids, so maybe I'll make something else and combine it with that. But let me see. Did I get 2 or 3 of these? Because I think at some point I had to compromise on the luxury yarns here. So here's the second one, and there is a third one. Okay, I know myself just a little bit, right? So I got 3 of these. They're super pretty. These are going immediately on my shelf. What else did I get in here? I got, like I said, the California Skies. They have changed the rainbow on this, so I'm really glad that I was able to use up all of the other California Skies that I had, because the color, the dye lots, guys. Remember I talked about dye lots earlier this year. The dye lots are totally different, but these are more brilliant, okay? Like, it's just so beautiful. This is why yarn stays on the shelf for so long. If you're new to the channel and you're kind of new to the yarn thing, or maybe you know somebody who does the yarn thing, and again you're new to the channel, we see pretty yarn, it's shiny, it goes on the shelf, we don't touch it, we don't look at it, we just kind of, you know, ogle at it because we paid an arm and a leg for it. So yeah, but like I said, the Black Friday sale that I took advantage of was really sweet. So I was able to get that. I also got the Unicorn Sky one, okay, which is like the baby blue with the vibrant rainbow on it, right? And I like this one. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I don't know what I'm going to use any of this for. But did I get 2 of them or no? I don't know. I don't remember quite. But I did get this. This was the holiday yarn that I suddenly remembered that I ordered in last video. And when I ordered it, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to make something really special for this year's holiday video. And I was like, at the last minute, I'm like, oh darn, I bought that, but I can't open my box yet, or bag yet, darn it. Anyway, so I have this. So next year when I design something for the holidays, this is probably going to be used for one of those designs. I love all the tinsel in it. It's super shiny and you hold it up in the light. I can only imagine what this looks like out in the sunlight. It's not sunny here today, so you know, I'll just have to wait until it is to go out there and test that theory. But I feel like I got 3 of those. I got 3 of those, I think. I could be wrong. What is this? Ah! Okay, packaging slip. Okay. I also got this one. It's called Unicorn Sky, so it's the white variant. Basically, Infiniti went and got all the colorways, okay, of the peekaboo lace weight. I am infatuated with the dye jobs, okay? I think that's what it was. So, let me see, I got 2. I got 3 of these. Did I get 3 of all of them? It looks like I did, because here's the, well, no, here's the other Unicorn Sky. Wait. I'm getting my names mixed up here. There's so many skies, so many colors. This one is Unicorn Sky. This one's Unicorn Cloud. And then this one is Rainbow Sky. Okay. Very similar names, guys. Let's see. Alright, yes, here's the 3rd one. I got 3 of each. I think I got 3 of each this time because I'm like, last time I got 2 of each and I was able to make a top out of those 2. But I don't think I'm going to necessarily design a top, though I won't rule it out. But I wanted plenty of yarn to work with. I think each one has 300 yards in them. I'm looking at it. Yeah, 300 yards. Okay, so each one of these has 300 yards in it. So I have 900 yards to work with. And last time I lost a little bit of my yarn because yarn hanks tangle on you so bad. And I have yet to master the art of completely unwinding my yarn hanks tangle free. So I got something to kind of help me with that. Here's my 3rd Holly Jolly. This one also has 300 yards in it, so I have plenty to work with that. Okay, but I also got a little something else. I got a yarn ball winder. Okay, I got one. I finally broke down and got one. It was so reasonably priced on their website, and I'm like, okay, you know what? It's now or never. Because like before now, I've been toughing it and just sitting up and going through yarn hanks with just my will. So this is going to be fun to kind of figure out and use, I think, over time. You just kind of connect it to the table once you assemble it, and I'll have to read the instructions on how to put it together. But I'm kind of excited about this. It's going to make my crafting process a lot quicker when it comes to using yarn hanks, because of course you're winding them into little cakes. And it's just going to be a good time for me, I think. So, yeah. Oh, that's easy to assemble. And then, okay. Loosen, fasten. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to figure this out, like, not on camera, guys, because I will sit here and just kind of toy with it. But yeah, so that's what I got from Darn Good Yarn. So that was a nice little haul that I got to engage in with them. Now, let me see which. I'm gonna go for the smaller box here. We're gonna work our way up here. This smaller box, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure is my Lion brand order. Now this is getting into specifics, and I'm glad that I make these videos too, because sometimes I forget what it is I buy my yarn for, even though I have specific projects for it, and that's because sometimes I just refuse to write it down. I don't know why, but I will forget to write it down or just not write it down, because I'm like, oh, I'll remember, but I don't remember. I can appreciate that this time, you know, this time they didn't put the shipping label over my logo. The one time that I wasn't anticipating using it as a thumbnail box, you know. But that's okay. So I got more of the Ferris wheel in evergreen because I got paranoid last minute. I'm like, am I going to have enough to finish my birthday sweater? I think so at this point. I still have one of these cakes from the first 4 that I had initially planned to use for the sweater. So that's a good thing, but I have an extra 2 just in case. Better safe than sorry. They had a new color of the Kobu. Okay, and it's like this magenta, so I'm going to be making scrunchies, new scrunchies with this color. I'm super excited to add that to my like inventory list of colors. Oh my gosh, it's just expanding. I'm looking at my shelf from here and it's like, I don't know where I'm going to put half this stuff. But anyway, I also got Ferris wheel in the pink marmalade color. This is that color that I said, you know, I don't think I would ever buy it for myself personally. Just, I'm not a big pink person, but like I said in the last video, I am planning to do some like premium tutorials for my sweater pattern, so I'm thinking about doing a mock swatch thing with this color. I think it would be super pretty, contrasting it with the black. So I have 4 of those. I don't think I'm going to make a full-sized version of that, or a me-sized version of that, but just in case, or if I like come up with another idea for a shawl, then I'll use the leftover yarn for that. I also bought 2 of those magenta Kobu because reasons. And then this Trubu. Okay, so I realized one day while I was actually paying attention to what I was buying, right, I've been pronouncing this Tribu the whole time. And that's not a Y, it's actually a U, okay? So, you know, I couldn't read, okay? For the last, I don't know, several months, I just have not been able to read. And I cracked up at myself. But anyway, I got the scarlet color. What was it, like a month ago now? I think it's like a month ago. Stacy Keble sent me some yarn, right, from Uniquely Yours Crochet, and she sent me 3 of, it's a pink color, but I thought that it would go really well with the white and with this, and I think I'm going to design something with it. I have this really solid idea in my head, and I've kind of sketched it out at this point, and it's going to be a summery, springy pattern, so I'm going to do that once I get my white in. I could have sworn I ordered it, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. It's been such a blur these last few weeks. Alright, my last box here. I'm running out of space. I did not think this through. But my last box here, I, of course, am always planning wearable designs, okay? I think that's my niche, so to speak. Did I staple this? I stapled it. But that's like kind of my niche thing, right? To design wearables. It's just what I like to do, apparently. And so I'm going to have to tear this. I'm going to have to tear it. I'm going to open it from the bottom though, because that was easy to get to. I love that. Okay, so you can't see my face. So it's been many years now, probably 2017, last time I worked with this yarn, but I like the Plymouth Encore yarn. When I was working with it, it was for a really big commission. I was making a blanket banner thing for this organization here in town, and it's so soft. Like, I just want to hug it most of the time. So I'm planning a cardigan. And initially I wanted to do it for this year, but ultimately I opted for my current birthday sweater that I'm still working on and typing on. But I found this color, which is a really nice, it's almost a cranberry, I forgot what they called it. Very beautiful red. And I'm planning like a fall make with this. So I bought 10 skeins to start, and maybe I should go back and order a couple more, but I'm thinking at, you know, at like 200 yards per skein, I think. Oh, I was right. 200 yards per skein. I'm like, okay, 200 times 10. I should be okay, you know? I should be fine with this. So I got 10 balls of this. It's a wool blend. It's like 25% wool and 75% acrylic, but it is so soft and fun to work with. So I'm excited to be able to work with this again. And I think I can put it over here. Maybe it'll be safe. Maybe it won't knock anything over. Don't know. But I also, you know, I couldn't just go and buy stuff that I needed exactly without hitting up the clearance bin, okay? So I have gone about feeding a different stash. So these, they were on clearance, right? So, and they weren't very expensive. I don't remember how much they were now, but I think they're being discontinued or something. Anyway, they're these really nice rosewood knitting needles. These are 19 millimeter. I don't know why. That was not a good sound. I don't know why, but I really like thick knitting needles. I don't get to do a lot of chunky knitting either, which is, you know, I'm going to have to fix that. But I got the 19 millimeter set. They're 10 inches. Let's not make that sound again. And then I have the 15 millimeter, which are also 10 inches. But they're so very nice. I don't know. I thought they were pretty. That sound is terrible, guys. Anyway, the sound is so terrible, but I absolutely love how these look, and I'm excited to use them. I don't know what I use them for. Probably some kind of scarf knitting. I used to do some scarf knitting, or maybe when I get back into making the face cowl things for the cold weather, maybe I'll use these for then. I don't know, but these are going into the knitting bucket. You know, once upon a time I said that I wasn't gonna be a crazy knitting lady with like 1,000 needles, and now somehow I am. I have so many knitting needles now, and I guess it's not a bad thing, you know, especially while I'm working on that pocket shawl. I have like 4 sets of needles that are the same, and they've come in handy during that project and designing that project, so I won't complain. Anyway, this is all my stuff. This is actually the entire haul that I got for Black Friday. I didn't go overboard considering I just kind of gotten all my other stuff on my shelf and I realized I didn't need to go crazy. So I had some self-control, which is shocking. It's truly shocking, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your holiday. This is my last upload for the year, so I will see you guys in 2021. I hope you guys have a blessed new year. And until next time, happy making.